preparation. I think we did a good job of game planning and everything, and it all came to show today.
Defensively, how's it feel to have a shutout like that?
I think anytime you play good on defense, it feels good. We stuck to the game plan. Our coaches did an excellent job of preparing us for this moment. I think we were prepared.
For you, what was that moment like out there, and what do you kind of think you gained from that?
I think I just gained, overall more knowledge. I was excited, to be able to play my first start today. I was really happy with that, and I just really to be out there with my teammates was the biggest thing, and seeing them cheer for me, wasn't nothing like it.
7 of you guys on defense made that first start for you today. Did it take any time to settle in, or did you feel like you guys just clicked right away?
I think that first play, obviously going to feel a little nervous, but after that, got into the rhythm, got the call and was just ready to play.
Did that big tackle for a loss. What was that play like, and how did that feel?
Yeah, it was a play we've been working all week. Just read it. Stayed true to my keys, and understood the play. When the moment came, I was ready.
What did that sound feel like? Is it not the sound of the hit, but the sound of the crowd? The sound of the crowd when you made that play.
Nothing like it. It was nothing like it. Sooner fans are unreal. That moment was something I definitely remember.
What can you take away from a game like this, where pretty much everything is working for you guys? How much can you really gauge where you're at defensively?
I think overall we take away that if we just trust what the coaches are just giving to us, and the overall preparation is continue to do what we're due. That's the biggest thing that I took away from this game. This preparation has to be there.
There was a lot of talk in the offseason of just feeling more comfortable. Do you think this defense as a whole feels more comfortable understanding what the coaches are asking you guys to do?
Most definitely. I think anytime you have 2 years in the system, of any system, you're going to feel more comfortable just being around people. Billy Bowman or Justin Harrington feels more comfortable talking to me than they did last year. So I think stuff like that helps as well.
Some big hits from the defensive backs today. Is that something that you guys have put a big emphasis on, or just work out that way?
I think obviously we want to be an aggressive defense, so that's just not the linebackers and the D-line. That's everybody. I think that's the mentality that starts, with everybody. And I think that showed today.
Does it help the overall energy when you get a day like today and you get a bunch of guys that get snaps and you all kind of get the opportunity to root for each other?
Yeah, I think that's an amazing thing. I think what they said, 87 people played today. Like, that's amazing. We all practice. So I think everybody getting an opportunity to play is just awesome, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
A little extra juice just to get the shutout, get the 0 up there. I imagine that kind of give a little extra pep in everybody's step.
I think, just the overall performance of how we played today gave us that juice, and I think we're all excited for next week. But, we're going to enjoy this one today and move on tomorrow. And time and being on that field to make plays.
Does that help you guys stay in the game even when you're up like 45 points or whatever?
Yes, sir. The standard's the standard. It doesn't change. Whoever's in, we want them to, keep the standard as to what it is. And it was 0 points when we got out, so it's got to be 0 when we, leave this field.
You guys started well last year, took care of UTEP without too much trouble. Does the feeling today feel different even than that opener a year ago in terms of the team?
It was good to be on that 128 as well, but I think just right now, I think we feel overall closer. It's a brotherhood, and like I said earlier, and being able to have those relationships for going on year 2 now, that's something that really helps, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
So it starts maybe mentally, people in a better place.
Yes, sir.
Is what you're telling me.
Most definitely.
That translates.
Yes, sir.
Very cool. Good to see you again.
Yes,
Have
sir.
a good night. Okay.
Yes, sir.
How good was it to get that big hit earlier on in the game right there? How'd that feel for you?
Oh, it was definitely good. Good just to be able to do something good, positive for the team, and a big momentum shift going into the second quarter. It was good. It felt good.
Well, run me through that play. What was the read on that? What did you see there?
Yeah, just a simple. We knew when the back flared out, they usually typically threw it to him. So just reading my keys and trusting with my technique.
Did it feel like a long time coming for you? I know you've only been here for a year, but it seems like you've been around here for longer than that.
Yeah, I've been to so many home openers, and for really being my first one to be a part of it and have an impact on the game, it was nothing that I've ever felt. It was a couple times I remember just going out, the last 2 days, I got teary-eyed, just being able to be a part of this is something I'm not, going to take for granted.
It seems like just overall this defense, there's a lot more confidence with everything that you guys are doing right now. What do you take out of today?
Preparation. I think it starts with Coach Venables. He's instilled in our mind, if you win before the play or win before the game, you won already. And that's what I think everybody's trying to get into their head. And, we're studying hard, we're practicing hard, and I think it's just overall, the competitive depth, that's just not on the field, but off the field as well.
Do you feel like, obviously last year was something you said publicly, I need to put on weight, I need to be more physical. You think you came out and did that outside, not just a screen, but just fit your run fits and all that stuff?
So I think the weight definitely helps. At 172 or 3, I wouldn't be able to do what I was doing today. So, kudos to the strength staff for putting me in a good position today.